Hi. So today we're looking at English Roadman edition. So if you're traveling to England or the UK, especially London, you're going to hear some language which you may not be familiar with, and we call it Roadman English or slang. So this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not an expert on this language. I do not generally speak it, but obviously it's part of English and it's spoken by lots of people. So I think it's very important for people learning English to know all parts of English, so slang as well, and expressions that are used in the moment or at the moment. So today I'm going to go through some vocabulary for you, which is used in Roadman English, and it's more specifically used in London. So we'll start with roadman. What does roadman mean? Okay, it just means street smart, tough. Man is someone who typically is streetwise and tough, and they may be identified because they're usually wearing casual sports leisure wear, usually quite expensive leisure wear, often North Face or Adidas or Nike, any kind of expensive sportswear. And they will often wear more layers of clothing even when it's warmer, so they might be wearing a puffer jacket or hoodie and even a mask, face mask, in warmer weather or just generally around. And it's not because they're scared of COVID, it's usually just so they're not identified. The first word we're going to look at is mandem. So mandem just means a group of friends. It could be a group of friends using in a gang, so it could refer to that, so illegal activities again, or it could just be a group of friends, so people who hang out together, un gruppo di amici, so pretty straightforward. Usually people who are, you wouldn't say that about any group of friends, but a certain group of friends could be a mandem. And if people are using this language, if it's their normal usage of English, they will talk about their group of friends as a mandem. Another word you'd probably hear, and it's quite an old word as well, and people use it all over the place in different countries as well, is bruv, and it just means friend. All right, bruv. All right, friend. It's like all right, mate. In English, also people say mate. Maybe some people say all right, dude, or whatever. It's like saying bro, so it's like saying hey, friend, hey, bruv. Pretty straightforward. Another word would be fam. Fam is short for family, and it would literally be referring to either your real family or your group of friends which you consider to be a family. So it's my fam, anyway, referring to my group of friends, my close friends, people who I consider to be family. They may also be family, but it's often used with friends and friend groups, and also your mandem and your group of friends. A typical greeting with a roadman greeting would be wagwan. So it's just saying what's going on, wagwan. And that would be a typical greeting. So if you hear someone say that, then you'll know they're just asking you, how's it going? What's up? Come va? Another word which used to be used a lot, been used a lot in the past and also used now, is someone saying safe. So they're just saying it's okay, they're safe, it's okay, va bene. And it's like probably the meaning safe also means that everything's safe, literally, sicuro. There's no problems. It's all good. Tutto a posto. Okay. If you say the next word is link up, or the expression is link up, if you say you want to link up with someone, you want to meet up with them, link up, as in link, as in a chain, una catena, to link up. Makes sense. Link up your digits. So get your phone number. Could be any way where you're meeting up with someone, usually through your phone, social media, any other way. Obviously, a very common expression in English, when we're talking about the police, there's usually an issue. If you are in a gang and if you are involved in illegal activities, then there's lots of words which you call the police, some of them more offensive, some of them less offensive. The most common one used in Roadman English would be feds. Feds as in, it comes from actually, if you listen to hip hop from the 90s, you hear feds a lot, referring to the FBI. So the feds, so actually it's quite an old expression which comes from America. And we don't have the FBI here in the UK, but it's also used a synonym for police, the police. So the feds and la polizia. Another word would be whips or whip, new whips or whips. It's just a vehicle, car, and it, you know, if you're looking at your new whip, so your new vehicle, your new car, and you'd be proud of that, obviously. And it doesn't mean whip as in frusta at all. It's just a different expression to use for vehicle or car. Bands is another word. Bands just means large amounts of money. So bands probably comes from the elastic bands, which would be to tie up your cash. So if you're someone who's involved in illegal activities, you probably deal more in cash, not card. You wouldn't be having card payments. So you'd have rolls of cash, which usually would be wrapped in elastic bands. And bands means a lot of money. So you'd only use a band when there was a lot of cash. So it makes sense, the meaning makes sense, tanti soldi. Another expression is to have beef or beef, which just means to fight. Beef literally means manzo, but in this case it means to lottare, have a fight, a physical fight, some kind of fight. Argument, it could be verbal, it doesn't necessarily mean physical. You can say something's really good or attractive, peng, it's peng. This has been used quite a few years now, so it's not new. People use it referring to food. So some food can be peng, your fried chicken was peng, or someone is peng, so they're attractive. Another word is bare. So bare doesn't mean naked or senza niente. Bare means a lot of, so it kind of means the opposite of what the actual meaning is in English. So you could say he's got bare kids, he's got a lot of kids. So someone who has a lot of children, ha tanti bambini or tanti figli. Another interesting one is tings. Ting actually means girl or woman, referring to a girl or a woman. Another expression is ends. Ends is where you live or where you're from, your neighbourhood. So my ends would be wherever you originated from, where you consider home to be, where you live, where you're based, where your friends live, where your fam are, the mandem is, etc. We talk about daily grind, so working hard, the daily grind, lavoro giornaliero. But the word grind in Roadman English means to work really hard, so it makes sense that it has a similar meaning also in English slang in general. Grind can also refer to illegal activities particularly, so it could be selling drugs. An interesting one is gassed. Gassed means excited, hyped up. You're gazzato. So similar in English and Italian, it has gassed, gazzato, so eccitato. You're very hyped up, you're very excited, it's something fun, you're gassed. Another word is skeng, and it just means a weapon, usually a knife. Skeng. So someone would be talking about hiding a skeng, so you'd be hiding a knife. And often people, when there's illegal activities, someone's carrying weapons, they will hide them in the most random places. So often police, if they're chasing people with weapons, the person carrying the weapon may often drop them in someone's front garden, a very common place to find knives. So I hope you enjoyed my not serious at all edition of Roadman English. For visitors to London in particular, please leave a comment or ask me a question. I'm not an expert at all, but I just thought you'd find it interesting, as you may hear these kind of language when you're on your travels or staying in London. So once again, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.